And now the Federal Capital Development Authority has proposed a planned demolition of a significant portion of the Trademore estate in Lugbe, Abuja, in an effort to tackle the persistent issue of flooding in the area. The proposal comes after a tragic flood event that took place on 23rd June this year, which submerged around 116 houses and caused extensive damage to properties in the estate. However, the planned demolition has sparked protests from the estate's residents who fear the potential displacement of numerous businesses and livelihoods. Benedict Uku, who was at the protest, tells us more.
As a community and the residents of Trademore Estate to Lugbe grapple with the aftermath of the tragic flood event that happened on the 23rd June this year, the residents have taken to the streets to protest the government's proposed demolition of a significant portion of the estate.
The issue of this flooding is more than 10 years. It started in Lokogoma and Galadimawa. When those areas were being addressed, putting infrastructure into place and engineering solution, the water moved down to Trademore. And it's not that the water is emanated off from Trademore. It's the flow back from central area and Co to Galadimawa and Co that came into Trademore.
The incident saw about 116 houses submerged and many properties damaged during the floods. Trademore Estate, which lies on a sloped terrain in the Lugbe area of Abuja, has over the years experienced recurrent flooding that causes loss of lives and properties.
The issue of this flash flood, it was after the rain that have succeeded. So the water flow will come. And when the water flow is not having adequate channel to flow, it will be receded. It will flow back to where it's coming from. And Trademore is in a valley. So whenever the water receded back, it will get into people receding. It will get into the people's house.
Residents have pointed out several reasons behind the constant flooding, including blocked drainage, poor engineering work, and a violation of the Abuja master plan by developers.
This is Iben Emerald Estate. If you take a look at those three culverts, this estate is sitting right on top of the waterway, and they are already on encroachment. When some top government or federal government official came here, this place was pulled down. They just immediately the flood happened on 29th. They started rebuilding the retaining wall to save their face. Can you see? All these estates are sitting on the water channel.
Many believe that these infractions on the water channel have contributed to the estate's vulnerability during the rainy season.
If you check our wideness of our canal, it's more than this. But you can see in this place, they've constricted this water channel, building houses here and there. So it will never give water normal access to go out, and it will recede back to Trademore. So this is the major disaster stone. If this place can be addressed, and maybe a bridge, not even culvert, this place needed a bridge so that the water will be having free access to flow.
While government officials have advocated for the demolition of affected houses, residents said it is essential to explore alternative solutions that will not only provide immediate relief, but also ensure a long-term resolution.
I didn't put a block in Trademore. Federal Mortgage Bank financed Trademore about 95%. So everybody that came to Trademore to come and subscribe for houses, we think that because it's a federal government finance, everything is right. And can you give a developer over 10 billion to develop an estate, and somebody is coming that doesn't have an estate, it doesn't have a paper? Is it true? So how did the person get the money from Federal Mortgage Bank? That's federal government money, for God's sake. This is federal government house. So if they are paying back, they should pay us the money of what is valued today. People are still paying for mortgage to the federal government of Nigeria. Up till present point, they have not finished their payments, and you are demolishing the house.
Them do the needful. We've even done part of their job for them. By the time we finish collating all we've done, we've provided the solution. All they need to do is to execute what we present to them.
As the Federal Capital Development Authority, FCDA, and the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, join forces and address the root cause of the problem, the residents of Trademore Estate say that the authorities must first channel their efforts on drainage, expansion of waterways, and proper implementation of the Abuja Master Plan.
Some of these old tributaries, they need dredging, they need expansion, they need control, they need to be directed. And most of this water, you can see for yourself, you can see that they are not directed. Nobody is, there's no authority that takes care of this water. And so when it floods, it can easily overrun its flanks. I mean, it can easily overrun its banks. So we need a concerted and integrated plan from the authorities so that they can actually dredge the waterway.
The deviating flood has once again highlighted the urgent need for effective flood management and prevention measures, while considering the economic impact of over 2,000 units of buildings with over 30,000 residents.